Good morning, everyone. I'm taking this opportunity to share with you today a message that I actually shared with our whole school community this morning via the PA with regard to the coronavirus and where we're sitting here at Kings Meadows High School and the procedures we've popped in place. So I apologise for reading my notes, but certainly it will give you an understanding of the message that was conveyed to our students this morning. I'm speaking with you over the PA as we are not able to undertake assemblies as directed by the Education Department. I would like to speak with you this morning about coronavirus or COVID-19, which is now a worldwide pandemic. A pandemic is a disease prevalent over the whole country or the world. I say this not to scare or alarm everyone unnecessarily, but to point out that this is a very serious situation that we all must take responsibility with in our daily interactions to ensure our safety and the safety of those around us. In my many years as a teacher and principal, I do not recall anything being so widespread and having such an impact across the world, and we all have a role to play in ensuring we do our part in mitigating the risks. Mitigating means to assist in making something bad less severe or painful. We are certainly learning more about the virus each and every day, and only yesterday we had a Skype meeting with the leaders of the Education Department who outlined many things that we need to do as a school and individuals. Some we already have started and certainly form strong connection to our core values and behaviours around our rocks, and I'll speak a little bit more about those in a moment. The clear message from the DOE and also from the government, including our top health officials and our Prime Minister, have been around good hygiene practices and social distancing. On Monday, classes watched a video about hand washing procedures, and even though we all think we understand and possibly wash our hands effectively, I know I certainly have changed my practice since watching and learning from this information. Medical and scientific researchers say that the best defence from bacterial and viral infections is good old soap and water. We have spent time looking at our wash areas, ensuring they are stocked up with soap and disposable towels, and this morning you'll be taken through how we are going to provide classes with time to undertake hand washing practices before and after lessons and breaks. This is not to be considered play activity, and I'm asking that all students are respectful of this and adopt this practice like mature young adults. Our rocks clearly state we are respectful, and by adopting these safe processes and practices ensures we are showing respect for ourselves, others around us, and also those who are at home and many possibly more vulnerable people than what we are here at school. Please be considerate that your actions are and will have an effect on those less strong and those more vulnerable with possible immune issues, elderly people, and I'm sure many of you have grandparents that you see regularly, or respiratory problems. I know my own father is one of these people, and I thank everyone for trying to stop the risks of me transmitting this disease to him or others by adopting these good practices. Our rocks also state that we agree and expect our students to keep safe and be sensible, and again, by adopting and being cooperative with these new procedures, you are demonstrating your enacting of these values and behaviours, and I thank you in advance for that. I will point out that I and we as a school take these issues very seriously, and if students choose not to do the same and show respect and be safe and sensible, then there will be consequences, as with any behaviours that do not show these attributes in our school. This may mean if you do these things in a safe and sensible manner and mature manner, which are reasonable requests, then you will be removed from privileges, including your free time and possible access to others. Different learning areas will also have different new procedures around equipment and wiping down and washing after use. Again, follow the direction from your teacher clearly, please, when they ask the first time. Social distancing is another big message for schools to adopt. The strong recommendation from our leaders, including again the Prime Minister, is saying we need to keep our social distance from one another. This means our physical distance. Now obviously in a school environment that provides some real challenges for us. The recommendation is that you are 1.5 metres from the next person. Think about what that actually looks like, to be 1.5 metres away. Again, there will be some changes to expectations around proximity to others as a result of this directive. We already have a clear hands-off policy, so that has definitely not changed. I know it's going to be strange and some may find this a challenge, but I also know that everybody can follow those instructions. And we're not reasonably expecting you to not talk with your friends, but just at what would be considered a safe and reasonable distance. Naturally in classes and at times, and it's going to be really hard to be that distance from one another, and your teachers may adopt some new sitting arrangements. We need to, as much as we possibly can, reduce the times of heavy traffic areas in our school. Social distancing information has been given to us from a federal level, so from the federal government as well as a state level. We have looked at that and we have thought about our hotspots and areas that we can actually look at and how we can try to mitigate risks of close social interaction. In the canteen, we will be letting groups of students of 20 at a time in to be served. Please be respectful and polite whilst you wait. You don't want to lose the privilege of going into the canteen at all. Locker bays are also another area of congestion. This morning your locker will have a coloured dot placed on it. Do not remove this, please. It is really important that you do not remove your coloured dot. You need to take note of your colour and then the instructions that come over the public address, the PA, as to who can access lockers and when. This will rotate so not the same people go first at each break time. This is to reduce the number of people that we have in confined spaces, so please access your locker efficiently and quickly so others can as well. Staff will be there to assist, and the clear expectation is that you follow their direction the first time that you are asked, please. Social distancing is needed also in the yard. You are all young adults now, and I would like to confidently think that you all understand how to be apart from your friends, still within speaking distance and communicating, but at a safe recommended space. If you are instructed to move apart, please do so immediately without fuss. There may be some activities in classes and at breaks that we need to review and change due to this expectation. I know this seems like a lot of information, and I certainly don't want people to think that we can't do this and we can't do that at school, but it's all about what we can do to help in ensuring your safety and the health and well-being of all of those in our school community and around us. I know how amazing our school community is in embracing such challenges and how amazing our students are, all of you, in adopting new procedures. Testament or proof of this is how well you adopted the off and away mobile phone policy, and I know you will embrace maturely and accept these new responsibilities as students at our wonderful school. Please remember though to be kind as well. We have all seen horror stories on TV and in social media around people's reactions to the virus and in supermarkets and on the street. It certainly doesn't take much time to be kind and respectful to one another, so let's make this part of our practice as well. Thank you very much for listening, and I know that our school is going to adopt these new procedures. We're going to see how they go, and hopefully anything that we can do to contribute to the wellbeing, health and safety of everyone is our core business. Thanks.